Welcome to YouTube and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino Beer Review. Today you have the Rhino, we have 4 beers. They're all from the same brewery, which means over the next, well, not necessarily the next, but at some point over a 4-day span or so, or a 3-day span, these will all get posted because I always do the first review that was recorded that's still left on my computer, so the oldest, on my phone, the oldest review on my phone and the newest review on my phone go up in a row. So at some point they'll go up together. At some point. Well, not together, but you know what I mean. Anyway, we're going to start with the highest ABV beer this time, which is at the far end, and that really messes with some people that know I usually go across this way, but this time we're messing with you. We're messing with you. Or I'm lying and I started with those ones. You don't know. Anyway, today we have Railway City's Juice Kaboose, a juicy IPA. I've had enough IPAs in my life now. I just don't care anymore. 6.2% alcohol by volume. They do have a canning date on here. The canning date is 02, 09. Okay, so February 9th, 2021. Now, the reason the canning dates matter, I don't always read the canning dates, but the reason the canning dates matter for this, the story for this is early February, I made an order on Craft Tap. Legitimately early February, like February 10th or so. Come March 11th, the package still hadn't left. So I sent a message to Craft Tap, and I'm like, this package from Railway City still hasn't mailed. What's going on? To which Craft Tap found out, and Craft Tap sent back to me. They are just about to can one of the items. So they say in another day or so. Remember, I ordered like February 10th. Now it's March 10th. I'm like, okay, thank you. I give time for things too because I live in the Arctic, right? March 22nd comes along and the stuff still hasn't been mailed out, so I send back. I go, I thought they were needing a day or two to can something that shouldn't have even been on your site anyway because they didn't have it in stock. They're like, let us get right back to you. And like the next day it mailed out. So one of these 4 cans, because there was only 4 beers in the 12-pack, one was a 6-pack and the other was a 6-pack of 2 of each. So one of these 4 beers really should have a canning date of somewhere between March 11th and March 22nd. So we're going to watch for that. And that's nothing against Craft Tap. They did everything right. You know what? The stuff was sent out. The package had some cozies in it, some other things. I wasn't 100% sure if something had just fucked up or if Ray still had a hate on for me and just was like, no, we're not sending this to him. I didn't think that's really what was happening, but you know, you sit there and you're trying to figure out why Canada Post has had a package ready for pickup notification for 4 weeks and the package still hasn't moved, right? So kind of hazy, murky colored. It's kind of like a brassy color, but it's murky. The head was bright white. There is still a snap crackle pop to it sent out of the glass. It is kind of scenty. Is it IPA enough-ish for it? Kind of has an almost orange pop scent out of the Juice Kaboose can. Orange pop with flowers out of the glass. Again, it's just kind of citrusy, and that's about it. It's IPA-y. It's not the haziest of hazy IPAs. It is hazy. The color is darker than I expected as well. Cheers. Let's try it. Nothing wrong with it. Today, just so you know, this beer would now be just actually it would be exactly 2 months old because today is April 8th. So yeah, 6.2% alcohol. There is no alcohol warming, which you would expect with a 6.2. Medium bodied. A little bit of citrus flavor, both the flesh of an orange and the peel. Little tiny bit of a floral note. It's kind of a slightly citrusier version of a Ontario Pale Ale. And I'm curious, I didn't read for ingredients or anything, but I'm curious. Ingredients: water, malted barley, oats, wheat, hops, excuse me. So something I have noticed as well when you're doing these guys is sometimes when a brewery says wheat, they actually mean flour. I'm not saying that's what these guys mean. I'm saying that is something I've noticed. This is a little heavier mouthfeel than I expected, but nothing spectacular on that ingredients list. I mean, there's nothing wrong with this. That's only a 4 on the SRM scale. I think that's a lot darker than a 4. IBU of 48. Okay, yeah, I could see that. Original gravity and final gravity 1.068, 1.013. It's not a bad beer. Not a bad beer. I can't. I remember the first time I had Railway City beers, and you know what? We'll keep this story for another time because this video is already 6 minutes long, and it didn't need to be that long. 7 minutes long now. The beer's okay. I'd give it a 6 out of 10. There's nothing wrong with it. There's just been so many pale ales and so many hazy IP. There's just so many beers on the market of that style that it doesn't stand out in any way, but it's not offensive in any way. I could drink it without a problem. I just don't see myself buying it, and that's nothing against the beer. It's just I don't see myself buying it, which is fine. Cheers, Juice Kaboose. It does have a nice name though. Bye-bye.